Welcome travelers from the winding trails, grab a spot by the hearth and a pint of ale. A brief respite from our noble quest, lean back in a chair for the Song of Rest. Hello travelers and welcome to the Song of Rest, a place where our heroes and the deities that guide them gather to share a behind the scenes and behind the screens look at the unfolding adventures in Archipeldia. Gathered before us is the Dungeon Master Aaron Rollins and his band of players, Dustin Bleshmidt, Janelle Wilkie, and Chad Stafford. But I'll let them do the talking and I'll get back to playing.
Thank you, Timothy.
Well, hi everybody. We're hanging out here. Dustin over here. Dustin, who plays Sherman Jeopard, and we've got around the table. Who do we have to my imaginary left?
Oh, that's me, Janelle. Or it could be someone else because our table is imaginary and and I'm actually just sitting in bed.
Our
Nice.
table is a M.C. Escher painting, and I'm on the ceiling.
Yes.
I like it. And who's on the imaginary left of Janelle over there? Nobody. There's nobody there.
It's just you.
I think that's where you're sitting, man.
Oh, I was pointing at the empty seat right here that's between me and Janelle, but I guess
I already told you I'm on the ceiling.
okay. Well, that Aaron here, and apparently I'm sitting by myself.
Hey, what you doing up there on the ceiling, bud? Who are you?
You know, I really don't know, but you can't ask questions on the story arc, which is problematic. So I've just been here, and my name's Chad. How's it going?
Chad, you want to come down here? I mean,
Yeah, hold on.
Might
hold
be
on.
easier.
I'm not quite I don't quite understand the physics of it, but ow, good lord!
That looked like it hurt.
Yeah, that felt
I was
good.
gonna say I could throw you a rope.
You're really good at it, Dustin.
You know, there must be some kind of exception because I just asked you if you wanted to come down here and I didn't get penalized here on the story arc. So maybe we're exempt of the question asking thing.
We're on the menu.
We're all on the menu. There you go. You know what, everyone? Grab those menus from the center of the table and we'll just open them. And then as long as we have them open in front of us, maybe they won't mind that we ask questions.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Perfect.
How hot is the coffee? Because I want it really hot.
I would like a warning label on that coffee.
Yeah.
I know it's hot, but I also want to visually see that it's hot.
You need the steam lines.
I need that.
Oh, I like the sound of that coffee coconut.
Oh man.
All
the
the
caffeinate.
fruits- Yes, all the fruits you imagined were quite delightful. I really enjoyed that.
Oh yeah, like I guess I wanted Praxel to be colorful, you know, like you're not just having people bringing freaking apples and oranges to you know.
Oh, you know what? Do you mind sending me those fruit descriptions? Because I totally want to draw them.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Oh yeah.
That would
be
very
dope.
cool.
But wait, the priority drawing needs to be a flower crown surfing across the river.
Yeah.
I am going to animate that for sure.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Timothy, I don't understand why you turned down Flowerkraut to go on the motorboat. I don't get it.
Oh, what that was a wonderful performance. Just the struggle that Timothy went through, but victorious at the end.
The sheer volume of eights from all of us was just painful.
Yeah,
It was so agonizing to keep rolling so poorly, but I think this has been our greatest adversary yet was a rope fairy.
A rope.
Yes, it was.
Caught between a rope and a horse place.
We don't know how much it'll cut down to, but when we recorded it, we were hanging out with that bridge for probably a good hour.
Oh, I'm sure very little will be edited out, but it was funny because, you know, Janelle asked, you know, was this supposed to be like 10% of the episode? And I just say it's supposed to be whatever it ends up being because
God, ain't that the truth?
Yeah. Oh yeah. So screw Frackens and swarms of insects, man. If you guys encounter a rope pulley system in a ferry,
If I can't elderly blast at it, then we're screwed.
The ultimate evil.
How often does that kind of scenario happen in just home games? Because I know in the Star Wars one we're playing, there was a whole arc that wasn't written, wasn't planned for, that you guys just went at it, and I just sat back and watched the show, and it was wonderful.
Exactly. That happens. It's pretty often. Actually, it's great for the DM because the DM can't write that shit, you know. And so when the players take something, and you know, you'll see a million memes out there for this kind of stuff where, you know, it's a picture of like the DM trying to show like this golden path for the players to follow, but no, they're concerned with the pine cone on the ground, you know, that's next to the path, and they're gonna go hours about this thing. You know, it's like it's the squirrel distraction that turns into magic.
Are you telling me that if we traveled just a little bit further down the river, there would have been a nice barge for us to ride on?
Leaving Praxel to its fate. Yeah, so this one, and don't get me wrong, I don't try to always end these episodes on a heavy note, but it seems like you guys are kind of finally getting a little bit of an answer to what it meant to be touched by Miriam, to be
that was when that initially happened, you know, back when we were teleported to the Zordon command center ship back at the end of episode 2.
No questions.
I need a Kenku with attitude.
Ay, they left such a mess. Always cleaning, always cleaning.
Guys, what's that little robot's name? I can't remember.
Alpha 5.
Alpha 5. Oh, it's been
And
so
then
long.
Alpha 6 was the one that instead of I, he said yo, yo, yo.
Oh,
Oh wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't think I was
Titan.
watching at that point.
So when that happened, I wasn't quite sure what it meant. Like, I thought maybe it's like, hey, I'm bailing you out this time. You owe me. Go do work. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now I feel a little bit like I feel like Sherman fully understands what's going on because he kind of has that same deal going already. But just getting to get the sense that everyone else is like Timothy and Flower Crowd are like, what does this mean? What is this feeling? Like, that's really cool to see someone just get that first feeling of like, you got touched by a god.
You got the touch. You got the power. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, you know, it does kind of harken back to, I think it was episode 3 or it was the end of episode 2, where Sherman was so excited that you know, we were blessed by Miriam, and Timothy and Flowerkraut were just kind of like dumbstruck. And so Sherman, like when he was doing his little speech, like full of faith, and he's like, yeah, I'm so certain that this will work out. And Flowerkraut's like, oh fuck, like this is so embarrassing. He's gonna put all the attention on us, and we're just gonna sit in the middle eating fruit like dumbasses, and nothing will happen. Like, we're gonna be such schmucks, you know?
Everyone's gonna be pissed that you're eating the god fruit and you're just a bunch of fucking posers.
Sherman's like, hello, yes, we are the gods. We're here to save you. And then he just devours the fruit, and then everyone's like, they're just eating our fruit.
My absolute nightmare while I was giving that speech was that the next thing out of your mouth, Aaron, was going to be roll a religion check.
You took a big leap of faith there.
Oh no. Because it would have been bad.
Is Sherman another case of a holy character with no religion roll?
Oh, no. Paladins definitely have... well, that's not true. You can choose religion, and I thought it was a smart thing to do, considering I play another character who's a cleric with 0 religion, like
not even trained in it.
Not even trained in it, because he read a lot of books. That's, like... I was like, I read a lot of books about it, but I've never actually, like, successfully done the thing.
Apparently, I worship this guy named Torm. I think that's how you say his name. But, and, you know, he just, you know, he gives me magical powers, but I really don't know anything about him.
Is there, because Sherman does believe in another deity, is there issue that, is there like any sort of, and maybe this has to be saved for an episode, but is there any sort of weird conflict that, you know, I believe in this one, but this is the one that has blessed me and now I have their power? Is there any dynamic there?
I don't know. That's a very good question, and probably something that may or may not come up in the future.
Can you describe Sherman's god? That is not Miriam?
I can. So Tritherion is basically like the god of liberation, and like the main focus is like people who worship Tritherion pull themselves out of situations where they're being ruled or governed by like people like Lord Galago, who's obviously like a stooge McMuffin, you know? So like it made sense that we immediately didn't get along.
You know, the charm person spell. Let's talk about that, because let me just say that you tiptoed around so much resistance with that spell.
Yeah. Flowercrow, first of all, she, as a warlock, I have a lot of charm added to her. So the fact that she wasn't getting through to people, like she was a little bit over it. And also she did not want people pulling out the moiki fruit and then seeing a corpse. Like that was like the main thing she wanted to avoid. She sees these people like getting onto the cart and she's like, oh fuck, like this is gonna look so bad if I don't explain it immediately.
I'll be honest, you guys, so a big part of that whole interaction was going to be you guys convincing Galago and everybody else, depending on if it was going to be a public discussion, that what was happening was actually happening. Because these are all very simple-minded farmer people that don't want to believe when bad things are happening. And so just simply charming Galago, and Galago is the voice of the rest of the village for the most part, it eradicated that struggle at all. I mean, it was just like, oh, okay, well, they're right. They're trustworthy.
So spent 45 minutes to an hour on my bridge, spent 2 minutes convincing my very challenging man. Cool.
Yep, cool. Although, the next time we record, it's going to be Galago coming out of that spell because it only lasts for an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man! However, you know,
we were right. We weren't lying.
Well, yeah, with what's been said and what people believe, it's not like he's going to have a foot to stand on.
Bitch, we're glowing. Literally. Come at us.
Oh, Timothy, you're absolutely glowing right now.
Ooh.
Is he back there? Wow, he is. He's playing a song
he's
and he's actually glowing.
He's still eating the food.
Well, yeah. I don't think he sings much. I mean, he sings sometimes, but he tends to eat and play at the same time.
Yeah, I swear that guy eats like a bird.
Speaking of singing, I wanna ask you, because I picked up on it. The song that the whole town was singing was very
you caught that.
Grinch-esque. The Whoville song. Yeah.
Great parody, my friend.
That was great.
Oh, man.
I almost had Timothy say something, and he's like, I swear I've heard this number before. but I didn't want it to like ruin the moment because it was such a like a good moment.
Wasn't this song sung during a different holiday?
I feel like my heart has grown 3 times today. Oh no, that's my stomach. I'm still hungry.
Another moment where Timothy was shining was when he floated up the pole and sung the Be a Man song.
This was a very musical episode.
I guess so.
Yeah, no kidding.
Huh?
And then Sherman doing the Timothy voice and then sang
my
his own
gosh.
song.
Yeah, that I put myself on the spot for that one, and I don't even remember what I said, but I hope it panned out.
It was perfect. It was great.
If you didn't have a fun little quip for that, like we would have just been like, well, Sherman says blah blah blah, like instead of Timothy says that Sherman says yes.
Just a very obvious raw cut of his voice.
Sherman Jeopard.
When Sherman Jeopard said
But yes,
Yeah.
you did great with that, Dustin, right on the spot.
Oh wow, what a crowning achievement in improv that was. Good lord. Okay. I think that our greatest foe during this past episode, I kept thinking that the swarms were going to catch up. The swarms were going to catch up.
Yeah.
And then I thought that was like when you brought the hag lady, the seaweed lady in, I thought that's maybe there was going to be a pestilence in the water again and something was going to come out of the water and attack the raft. And like,
Oh my
it
gosh.
was like I was on my toes the whole time being like, what's going to happen?
And when you fell in the water, I'm like, oh, this is it. Something real bad's going down.
Like, Brandon, help!
Well, I've been here the whole time.
Oh my god. So seriously though, Aaron, I totally thought it was gonna be Brandon that was coming down the river. When you said smell like seaweed, I'm like, oh my god, is it Brandon here to help us finally get past this bridge?
Looks like you gotta have a bug problem around here.
Damn it.
fucking. Oh, Brandon, the friendly dinosaur squid guy.
Like Aaron is so sick of us like on his bridge that he got Brandon to come in and help.
That's just a card I keep in my pocket for, when you guys really get in trouble and you just happen to be near water.
I just want like a Final Fantasy level summon for Flowerkraut where just Brandon falls from the sky and then
Oh
just
my
starts
God.
attacking
Oh my God.
people in like a weird
Yes.
tidal wave animation.
Yeah, most people are gonna have Deus Ex Machina. We're just gonna have Deus Ex Brandon.
Oh man, I guess I better start working on my Barney voice for when that happens.
Oh, hey there again, Flowerkraut. No, we can take
Brandon.
turns.
I just think of like the end of Happy Gilmore. He's just like up in the clouds, just waving. Hi, Flowerkraut.
Sup, Brandon? How's it going?
Just waiting for you to summon me.
I'll always be watching.
It's turning more into Goofy at this point.
Yeah, kind of.
All right, Flowerkraut, lift her up.
Oh, shoot.
Here's our junction.
Get to the keyhole!
Oh my gosh.
Sauerkraut!
It always comes back to Kingdom Hearts. We try,
It always
so
does.
hard to get away, but it always comes back to Kingdom Hearts.
I can't get away from Kingdom Hearts right now. I've took it upon myself for some strange sick reason to play them all from the first one through to 3. For the first, I've played 1 and 2 when I was like in high school. I don't know, time is weird. But playing them all now, I'm like, wow, these games are either really good or not as good as I remember.
I remember when Kingdom Hearts first came out, and I thought it was the weirdest. Like when I first heard that it was coming out, I was like, Square and Disney? what? Like that was just the weirdest comment. I mean, it's so common now to think about the game, but when it was first the idea of it, I'm like, who would have ever put these together? Like, this is such a strange thing. You know, you've got
that too was back when like anime in general was just such a niche thing.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
The only, for a lot of us in the US, like really, it was like going to Suncoast to get your like anime or like random comic book stores or, you know, it wasn't until like Toonami started rolling in that really it became a tad bit more mainstream. But even then, like, I remember like you couldn't even talk about Gundam or like Yu Yu Hakusho or like DBZ and people still wouldn't know what the heck you're talking about.
Yeah, and it was so expensive.
So to have like characters that are Final Fantasy-esque with Disney just was like, wow, what a crossover.
And you know, this will age me, but I remember, you know, because anime was so hard to actually watch or get your hands on. I had a friend in high school who was well off and always had the newest, you know, tech at his place. And it was like the first rendition of anime night or anime club because he'd invite a bunch of people that were interested from school to his house. And he had, get this, a DVD player.
Whoa.
Mind blowing. Like he pulled Trigun out. The fact that it had a menu, a show, a thing on your TV that you control. What?
Scene selection?
Whoa.
Yeah, he pulled Trigun out and we watched that. This is, you know, circa 1999, 2000, I think. I can't remember, but it was mind blowing. And I was like, dude, you're the greatest ever. Can I come over next week, please?
Did you guys ever see those Disney Channel commercials for Kingdom Hearts when it first came out?
Yes.
And it had like the Ursula boss and it had the Fantasia like devil boss. And it had this music too that was like dun 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 dun. I was like
the Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy?
Yeah, but it was like a creepy techno mix of it. I was like so into it. Oh my god. I wonder if I can find that commercial on YouTube.
Put 2 seconds of it in.
If we can, we will. No, we won't do that. I'm not going to do that. I'll just put it up on social media.
Ooh, yeah.
Remember, guys, at Break Battle Roll on all your major social media platforms.
Ooh, that plug is so good and integrated.
All right. So bring it back around to the story. I'm gonna say that right now it seems like we're out of the frying pan and into like an instant pot. Because we're just inside a pressure cooker and all the pressure is gonna like be released here in the next episode. I feel like
we're in that segment of I'm gonna reference another movie, Star Wars Episode 1 in the droid fight. Like we just put up the bubble shield, and they're all just gonna be, or even which was that Endgame? No, it wasn't Endgame. It was Infinity War. Yeah, we're in Wakanda right now. We put up the shield, and all these bug creatures are just waiting at the gates. And as soon as that bubble shield goes down, we're at fault.
Yeah,
because we weren't cool enough.
Yeah.
It'll just be like Sherman and Timothy just be like, you just have to eat more fruit.
Just keep gobbling it down.
Eating saved the day. I think Timothy would be happy with that.
I think so.
Yeah, who knew? Timothy could actually save people's lives by doing what he always wanted.
Oh yeah, buddy.
Eating food.
Timothy, don't eat too much. We're gonna need you to be real limber here in the next episode.
Well, and then there's also this thing because like none of us know each other's backstories. Only Aaron knows all of them. So this character Lily coming up, I'm assuming like you already knew about this character. That's fun.
Who's this mean lady?
Yeah, Lily is from episode 0, actually.
Yeah,
so,
that's right.
Yeah. Yes, if you listen to Flowerkraut's episode 0, Lily is just a child and she gives Flowerkraut the mortar and pestle. And that is when Flowerkraut is kind of like first introduced to her patron. So this girl, for some reason, has some sort of connection or something, because she started Flowerkraut's new path. So yeah, I'm super interested to hear what's going on with Lily. And
quite intrigue.
Yes, such intrigue. And hopefully we'll finally get a nice full rest at some point.
God, please.
Flowerkraut's looking perfect right now, but she's worried about her friends.
You gotta carry that. You would have to carry that fight. It's when Lord Galago started to call the guards, I was like, oh no, I'm just gonna have to let us get arrested.
Just let it happen, Sherman. Just let it happen.
I just happen to have a Sherman treat here.
A Scooby
Would
snack.
you do it for
yes.
a Sherman snack?
Oh, that's right. When you said that not to let Sherman hear about that, I literally took my headphones off and
really?
put them back.
Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
I put them back on. So I remember, because obviously I choose like the least important things to remember. But
really hard for
I
you to edit
remember
that
it
stuff.
happening. Yeah. I mean, also it's going to be hard for me to edit and not remember a lot of stuff.
Well, it seems like you guys have to figure out how to escape the pressure cooker next time. And we'll see where all this intrigue about who Lily is or what her motivations are.
What's your deal?
Yeah, what's going on? Lily is not happy with me.
Why can't you just jive? I'm just gonna give her my Bose headphones.
Oh, the jive horse.
Oh, let me...
Jive horse, jive horse.
Oh, we
The
Jive
horse
horse.
once again.
we cannot let this Song of Rest close without Jive Horse.
That's right.
Jive Horse was great.
So yeah, Timothy didn't sing, so literally it's just jive horse just doing his thing.
So it's just the horse trotting in place, bumping head back and forth.
Jive horse, it's up the road we go.
Jive horse. Well, you guys, Joe Khan's not around anymore. You guys could technically adopt Jive Horse.
I don't think he likes us, though.
I really don't think he listens well.
I do much better with squid.
Oh, there you go. That's right. Brandon's a squid. I was thinking he was like an octopus, a giant octopus for some reason, but yeah.
He's a giant squid. Very different.
He breaks the squid barrier because he's able to come up on,
the cloud, just floating.
Well, that and squids. I think squids can't go above a certain depth, so he's a very special squid.
Yes.
Yeah.
He is.
He's the one and only. If anyone was to rise to a deity level, I hope it's Brandon.
I
sure.
just imagine Brandon probably had a big part in the booze cruise.
I'm still of the mindset that Flowerkraut is the booze cruise.
He's like just surfing around. Hey,
Pay me, scrub.
Yeah, Flowerkraut is totally not above showing off like tricks on Brandon to all the drunk people that come to the island. She's like, hey, check this out. I'm amazing.
Whoa, is she on a giant squid? That's gnarly. Oh my god.
Hey, dead brosies.
Oh my gosh, wait. Before we close out, Rory, who is our amazing music creator, he gave our music some fun names, and he called Flowerkraut's theme song "Welcome to My Cave, Frat Boy."
I saw that. That's so freaking awesome.
Oh my gosh. And Timothy, you don't know this. Rory texted me this, and he said that he was tempted to name your song Kenku Feel the Love Tonight.
wow.
Change the name immediately.
Because it currently says Timmy Biscuits, and I know you don't like the name Timmy.
We
after
learned that in this episode too, yeah.
I really don't know why. I just wanted to make him a little shit about something.
So funny.
No, I like it.
Can I call you Timmy? I'd rather you didn't.
And then later, you can call me whatever you want as long as you have some respect for me.
At least said it so much more pitifully and not like commanding respect and all. Call me whatever you want as long as you respect
Please,
me.
begging you.
Begging you to respect me and call me whatever you want.
Call me whatever you
Love
want.
it. Oh no!
Oh no!
Kylo Ren has been with us throughout this whole
yes.
recording, by the way.
Every pre-clap has been marred with Kylo Ren.
You know how Bane is like literally every time we do that, it's the summoning. Like that's
Yes.
Timothy's summon is freaking Bane. We need a Kylo Ren summon.
Yes.
I don't know where it's gonna come from, what it's gonna be, but it has to be.
Yes.
Sounds amazing. And yes, I'll tell Rory, because he is wrapping up yours. He's like, I'm still finishing up Timmy Biscuit's final track. I'm gonna tell him to please name it "Can't Feel the Love Tonight."
That's it. I'm just gonna have to do Disney songs this whole time. This is official.
But not too well. You can never do them too well.
Oh, then that's when you get the copyright strike. Yes, very good. The royalty-free version where it's just slightly off key.
Can you also feel the love?
Well, Timothy, if you're going to be part of this conversation, maybe you could wrap it up for us with a little strum of that lute.
Oh, yes. Hold on. Okay. Listen, this is a very important bowl of fruit. You have to not touch it. If I see you touch it, I will.
Did you steal that from the people of Wallach?
I did not. No, I did not steal this. This was given to me. I was forced to eat this practically. Coming over here saying I steal something. Wow, that is judgment and also a question. So you should be barred from.
Oh, I'm still holding the menu. I'm still holding the menu. See, look, it says ambrosia salad right here on the menu.
That's ridiculous. I don't appreciate that you have found a loophole where we haven't. I remember us holding menus at some point, sir. So you know what? I'm just going to go over here in this corner and I'm just going to strum, but not because you asked me to, but because I simply enjoy it.
And because I want you to respect me.
Please respect me. God, listen, I don't need your coin. I just need your respect. Okay, goodbye. Have a good night.
But yes, he wants your coin.
Thank you so much for listening to our Song of Rest. If you like the adventures your ears just wit on, feel free to listen in on our other adventures from any plane of existence or seeing stone you get your podcasts. Until we meet again, safe journeys, travelers.
Winds with you, BB Army. Thank you for joining us for today's episode of Break Battle and Roll. We hope you're enjoying our adventure as much as we are in creating it. If you're looking for more ways to connect with Break Battle and Roll, follow our Instagram and Twitter, both at Break Battle Roll, or stop by and give us a like on the Break Battle and Roll Facebook page. Additionally, you can follow Chad Stafford at his Instagram and Twitter at It'sChitChad. That's ITSCHITCHAD, as well as his YouTube channels ChitChad and ChitChad Plays. Janelle Wilkie on her Instagram at janelle.wilkie, that's JANELLE.WILKE. Join our good buddy Dustin Bleshman as he streams on twitch.tv/thefinaldestination. Follow his Instagram and TikTok both at @the_final_destination and his Twitter at FINL Destination. You can also find me, Aaron, on Twitter at AirKuma. That's AARKUMA. Though the four of us bring this podcast to you, it wouldn't have the same audio quality without our amazing musicians Ben Holland and Rory O'Neill, providing our theme song and musical accompaniment. Ben can be found on SoundCloud, and you can find Rory on Twitter at Trench Roarfare. That's TRENCHRORFARE. We'd also like to shout out our good friends at the Roaring D20s, another fantastic D&D podcast with DM Scott Jones. Give them a follow on their Instagram and Twitter at RD20s Podcast. That's RD, the number 2, the number 0, S Podcast. Now that you're a part of the BB Army, help spread the word. Got a friend or two that's run dry on D&D podcasts? Send them our way. Also, if you're on Apple Podcasts, leave us a review. We'd love to hear what you think. Thanks again for listening, and now it's time for me to get back on the story arc, grab a drink, and get ready for the next adventure. Until next time.